imagine everything in your life is great. You have great friends, you have an amazing home life, and then all of a sudden everything just disappears. In the book by If a Tree Falls by Jennifer Colandico, I think that's how you say it, I'm not exactly sure, but this just represents how all of a sudden everything can just like crumble in just a matter of time. The genre of this book is realistic fiction because it could happen but it did not. And the setting of this book is at Mountain Middle School, which is a private school, and that's where Kirsten, I think that's how you say her name, and Walk, they go to school together, where they start 7th grade together, and Kirsten has been there so far as her middle school years, and Walk, this is his first time at like a private school because he used to go to city school before. And the point of view in this book is actually first person because both Kirsten and Walk have like different chapters of this book, so it'll be Walk's point of view and then it'll just be Kirsten's point of view. The plot of this story, I believe, is just making a few true friends is a lot better than making a lot of like fake friends, because the true friends will stick with you even through the rough times in your lifetime, and unlike the fake friends, they'll stick with you to become popular or to just use you for as a disadvantage and stuff. So having like more friends doesn't always mean the better. And the theme of this book, I believe, or the lesson learned, is just to be yourself, and you shouldn't feel the need to change yourself when someone says something about you. For example, if someone says you need to lose weight, you shouldn't do it just because someone said so. And the passage I chose from the text is on chapter 49. It's on page 183. I looked at the hutch full of our good china. It stays in there. We never use it. The wall is painted to look like marble. There's a photo of our family dressed in jeans and white shirts in front of a waterfall at Yosemite. Everything looks perfect. Too perfect. I chose it because I feel like that's how a lot of people like to live. They like to think everything is perfect, but reality, not everything is perfect, because you will have some up and downs in your life. And everyone likes to think that everyone else around them is perfect, but reality, they're going through their own struggles alone. They just might not like to share them with anybody. I recommend this book because I think the tree on the book right here recommends that, like, how things start to fall apart, but then they can be easily fixed, and how a family can just go from being really hurt to just fixed, because as Kippy mentions, she mentions about having a tree and how it's dying, but then they replanted it, and I think that's what this thing recommends. And I just feel like everything can just go like really quickly, and a lot of people could relate to having family struggles because every family goes through their own. And I recommend this book also as well as because it mentions a lot about things like weight, being popular, and a lot of teenagers nowadays feel the need that they need to look a certain way or feel a certain way or just hang out with the popular kids, but reality, that is not the case, because you can hang out whoever you want, you can look a certain way, but yet society has came to where you need to look a certain way and feel this way. After reading this book, I loved it, and I definitely recommend to anyone who is in middle school or high school, because I feel like this kind of targets more than elementary. And it just really just relatable, and you can relate to how things in your life can just be so perfect and they can just end really quickly.